Tag TV brings you daily news bulletin from India. Breaking news and views from India.
You're watching South Asia Newsline and here are the top stories we are tracking for you on Monday, the 2nd of October. Suspected ISIS terrorist arrested by Delhi police in major breakthrough. Kashmiri activist highlights POK migrant crisis at UNHRC session. And pro-China leader Muizzu wins Maldives presidential election. And now for all the details. In a major breakthrough, the Delhi Police Special Cell apprehended 3 suspected ISIS terrorists, including Shahnawaz, who was on the National Investigation Agency's most wanted list. Shahnawaz had a reward of rupees 3 lakhs on his head and was wanted in connection with the Pune ISIS module case. The 32-year-old engineer by profession had managed to flee during a raid in July, triggering a massive manhunt that spanned several states. Police said that the module was planning to carry out terror incidents and was taking instructions from foreign-based handlers.
कि जो एक्सपेरिमेंटेशन थी ब्लास्टिंग और एक्सप्लोसिव्स की, वो राइट फ्रॉम प्रोक्योरिंग ऑफ केमिकल्स या ऐसे मटेरियल्स जिसको यूज़ करके कंटेनर्स या पाइप्स जिसको यूज़ करके आईडीज़ बन सकती हैं, वो इन्होंने करी थी। और ये बाकायदा उसकी रिपोर्टिंग भी करते थे कि क्या एक्सप्लोजन हुआ, उसकी क्या पोटेंसी थी, और आगे से फिर इनको गाइडेंस मिलती थी कि क्या इनको और करना चाहिए जिससे कि उसकी पोटेंसी बढ़ सके।
Meanwhile, announcing the arrest of 4 people by the CBI for their alleged involvement in the killing of 2 students, Manipur Chief Minister N. Biren Singh called it a huge achievement. He said it was a combined effort of the Indian Army, paramilitary Assam Rifles and the state police. Massive protests had erupted in the northeastern state after pictures of bodies of 2 Methi students who were missing since July had surfaced on the internet. Their families and community leaders have accused Kuki militants of killing them. Authorities have declared an indefinite curfew in Imphal and some areas of violence hit Manipur after more than 80 students were injured in clashes last week. An internet ban is also in place till October 6.
With the support of the Indian Army or paramilitary forces or some rifles or state police, combined team करके आज 4 accused पकड़ लिया है और ये बहुत बड़ा achievement है।
Since the ethnic violence first erupted on May 3rd, more than 180 people have been killed and over 50,000 have fled their homes in Manipur. More than half the state's population of 3.2 million is from the Methi community, while the Kuki community, who make up about 43%, live mostly in the hills. Moving on. Indian President Draupadi Murmu led the nation in paying homage to the country's freedom movement leader Mahatma Gandhi at his memorial Rajghat on the occasion of his 154th birth anniversary on Monday. She was joined by Prime Minister Narendra Modi, Opposition Leader Mallikarjun Kharge, Lok Sabha Speaker Om Birla and several other politicians who followed the Indian President in paying floral tribute at Gandhi's memorial. Leaders also paid obeisance to former Prime Minister Lal Bahadur Shastri at his memorial Vijay Ghat, as October 2nd happens to be his birth anniversary as well. Mahatma Gandhi, who was born in 1869, played a key role in India's fight for independence. In his remembrance, his birth anniversary is observed as International Day of Non-Violence, an ideal Gandhi believed in. Moving on. A Kashmiri activist highlighted the migrant crisis in POK at the UNHRC session in Geneva and raised concern. Islamabad's repressive policies are forcing many to risk their lives in the hope of a better life abroad. A report.
Junaid Qureshi, the director of European Foundation for South Asian Studies during the UNHRC session in Geneva, recently raised the issue of migrant crisis in POK due to Pakistan's repressive policies. He particularly highlighted the Greece migrant boat disaster in which at least 750 people died, including 135 from Pakistan-occupied Kashmir. Qureshi said lack of jobs and basic infrastructure in POK has fueled a sense of deprivation, while Pakistan continues to treat the region as a colony.
The inordinately large number of youth from Pakistan-administered Jammu and Kashmir having to undertake such dangerous journeys is because of poor living conditions and a stifling environment created by an oppressive regime. The Jammu and Kashmir issue is complex, but Islamabad has no locus standi there, as the princely state had legally acceded to India. The primary question then is, should an occupying power be allowed to hold on to territory without legal title, call it azad or free, but treat it like a colony to be exploited and ceded, and impoverish its people through exploitative policies and culpable inattention, thereby forcing them to leave in large numbers just to ensure survival?
Locals have time and again accused Pakistan of meting out a step-motherly treatment to the illegally occupied region, failing to develop the infrastructure and leaving them high and dry. They say they are forced to migrate for survival.
Amid the India-Canada row, the Bangladesh High Commissioner to Canada, Dr. Khalilur Rahman, has asked Bangladeshi Canadian citizens to raise their voice against crimes against the diaspora in Canada. In a post shared on microblogging site X, Rahman said several cases involving attacks on Bangladeshi Canadians never saw the light due to inaction by the Canadian police force. Highlighting the recent killing of Sharif Rahman, a restaurant owner in Canada, the ambassador demanded justice for Rahman, asking authorities to catch the perpetrators without any delay. The remarks from the Bangladeshi envoy to Canada comes amid Dhaka's repeated request for extradition of Noor Chaudhry, the self-confessed killer of Sheikh Mujibur Rahman. Bangladesh has also shown vocal support to India in the ongoing tussle between Ottawa and New Delhi, terming the former as a safe haven for murderers and fugitives. Pro-China leader and opposition candidate Mohammad Muizzu has won the Maldives presidential election, beating incumbent President Ibrahim Solih in a second-round runoff that could herald a pro-China shift for Indian Ocean archipelago from traditional partner India. Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi, in a post on X, congratulated Muizzu and assured commitment to strengthen the time-tested India-Maldives bilateral relationship. This was the second round of polling after no candidate emerged clear winner in the first round. Muizzu helms a party that presided over an influx of China's loans when it had last held power in the atoll nation, better known for its luxury beach and resorts and celebrity tourists. Solih, who championed India's first policy during his time in power, will remain as president until Muizzu's inauguration in November. India's union territory of Jammu and Kashmir has received record-breaking tourists post the G20 summit, officials have said. Often dubbed the paradise on earth, the region is popular for its picturesque scenery. Reportedly, Jammu and Kashmir has received 12.7 million tourists till last month this year, which at the same rate can easily surpass the previous year's record. A G20 tourism working group meeting was held in May in its Srinagar city, which aimed to spike tourism, connectivity and business.
हमारा तो ये अच्छा लग रहा है, हमने सुना है कि ये दुनिया का जन्नत है कश्मीर, और ये यहाँ आके हमने जो देखा तो हमको लगा ये जन्नती है. हमारे वहाँ पे भी पहाड़ है, वहाँ पे भी नज़ारा है, लेकिन इतने अच्छा नज़ारा हमारा देश में नहीं है.
The promotion of tourism in the valley aims to bring a change in the image of Kashmir, which is highly militarized region due to cross-border security threats.
After coming, I got an opportunity to interact many of the peoples and the local businessmen and all those people, and I get to understand that there has been quite a substantial work has been done in terms of maintaining law and order and improving the security situation. As I can see rightly that across the streets there have been deployment, quite a good deployment of security personnels. So it reinstates confidence among the two.
That's all in tonight's edition. We will see you same time tomorrow. Good night.
Tag TV brings you daily news bulletin from India. Breaking news and views from India.